Yo, what's up, guys? This is the pink in the flesh, so to speak. And why I call it the pink is real simple, real easy. The main line here is pink, and it connects. Oh no, we gotta. Okay, that's no big deal. This isn't really industry hopping right now. I do have this one platform disheveling goods to here, and here. That's Memphis, Nashville, Mobile. And I got one to Baton Rouge, one to New Orleans, one to Tallahassee, one to Atlanta, Jacksonville. So basically eight. Um, but there's single line distributions. I'll double track them later. Um, with the three, I call them wham bam goods. You either take cattle to the food to the city, or crude oil to a refinery and fuel to the city, or stone to the construction materials plant and construction materials to the city. All the other ones you have multiple steps that you need to take some time to figure all that stuff out. And I will. I'll get it going. I mean, this is like an 18 or 20 track station, so I got plenty of room. I can move all these down or into the middle. These two, I can move stuff around. I can make this work because technically we're going to need three more ends. And this is the cool part. The ends come in on the underground tracks below. See the bricks come in below. Fuel and food all come in underneath and then they're distributed on the surface. I think that's a pretty cool, gimmick right there, man. It's not bad. Right now, I just have loop distribution in the cities, which I know that that's not the best way to do it. See all this food and stuff is stacking up. Definitely not the way you're supposed to do it for fluid distribution of all stuff. You need your trucks. You know, equal amount of trucks of each type of good picking up goods all the time. So, and those routes can't be the same. It should be like a point to point or a triangle um, for each good. You know, you, this is it's really weird. If it's all together, it makes the triangle, less waypoints easy, less stations. You got your station here. So just go with that one. You got that station, and it looks. Let's. Where's the? There it is. Why is that way over there? Cow. Yeah. See, like this little yellow area is being taken care of pretty well. And this is our closest train. So you only got this much track you got to travel. So they get loaded pretty quickly. That's not bad numbers. I mean, the 46 we could do with a little bit of increase. Uh, anyway, that's a short breakdown of that. Uh, got working airports, completely functional, man. That's it's great, man. Every time I put down an airport, it is not guaranteed to function. Now, I haven't looked at my profitability margin in a long time per line, but let's look at, okay, no, we want that. Okay, our trains are now stopped up at 110, I believe. This can go up here. We can close that now. Say what now? What I'm trying to say is that we've got these trains that have been waiting to get in line here. And see each train comes along this line. And right there's 13 people. Dropped off 13 people. Picked up the people waiting. So this is functional, especially with 110 trains on the line. Well, they're not all on the line yet. Right here, this should be a spot where one, yeah. I guess I have to, we're gonna adjust the signals, so maybe there'll be a chance. All right, now get rid of that one. I think this one can go too. Right, and this. That's just peachy. Great. Atlanta Food Processing Plant, which is right over here, has stopped functioning because it's so backed up because all my trucks. Anyway, I gotta get like 10 food trucks for each city, 10 fuel trucks for each city, and 10 brick trucks for each city, and then have a fleet of trucks that like 10 or 15 um, automatic load. Yeah, so if we get all the goods being picked up all the time, God, I'm really dying to see what would happen like that. Let's see. Okay, so but I want to do this like right, because I'm not naming the lines. So you can see how complicated that would be, going back and having to correct everything. So there's one, 2. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we back it up. Forgot I did that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not gonna do it like that. Okay, so we want basically for one stop here to encompass all that blue. And I think I just found it. So close that, get this up, get that up, and then one more, this one. So 1, 2. All right. And now, where's our thing? Here it is. We want Teslas, and we want food. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now we want save it under bricks and fuel. Check the clock real quick. Okay. Turn on the filter. All right. 8. Turn that off. Click on that one. So, yeah, that's it. Except for, like a few stragglers. Um, it's already got two hooked up to it though. Okay, 68. And that's going to have five of each type. Bricks. And since these are on their individual lines, except for this one, I should do that. We're gonna we did bricks. Now we'll do fuel. This is nuts, but because our um, thing isn't big enough. This thing right here definitely isn't big enough. Mm, 59. All right. Should let that run for a minute, and then we will look. It's actually way worse than it was a little bit ago. Oh, that's because the plant stopped functioning because of the backup. Okay. Um, and then I need to do what I just did for Atlanta for all 8 cities that I got hooked up. Okay. So far it's dropped about 100 mil. Do we still have backlog here in the station thing? No, I think we are good. So that'll pick up. That'll definitely increase. It might go down to 500 mil or so before it actually starts picking up. All these bus routes and bus lines and tram lines and all that stuff will start making more money because there's more trains. Even if they only drop off 10 people at a city, those people are going to, if you set it up right, will get off and get on your bus line or your tram line. Honestly, I think I can put like 11 more trains on here before it won't take any more trains. I'm not in no hurry to do that. I think what I'm going to do actually relatively quickly here is upgrade these. We're going to upgrade these trains. Sorry, it sounds like my headset's going in and out. Um, to the large variation. This is the medium variation. right now it looks like it's doing a pretty good job keeping these cities down to low stacks. Like these are no need to upgrade trains right now. But usually these stacks are like, I don't know, 10 rows high. But I just put 20 more trains on the line. Um, we went from 90 to now 110, I believe. Okay, yeah, that's going to take quite a bit of adjustment. I got my loan paid back, which is nice. It's always nice to not have that extra. See, more and more lines are starting to make money now that the frequency is, it's at a minute. Like every minute, there's a train coming into your station. Now we're working up to try and get the amount of people that are on our trains to equal the rate or close to the rate. Can be more than the rate, but the rate's like 23,000 and we have 19,000 people on our trains. And I believe what this is saying is you actually need to sell some trains. But I'm going to leave it as is because I just I know this is fine. If it, starts going to negative numbers, we'll look at it. See, all the cities now are above 1,500 people. They all started at 300 or so, and that's good. All these cities are interconnected on the pink. If you just let's look at the pink. And then for the last bit of this video, we're gonna see how long the ride is for on the pink here. This is the beginning, and even though it's looped, um, this is the beginning. Okay, and let's see what we want to do. See, like right there, when we just clicked on this train, there was enough time. We got backlog here. I don't know why. There was enough time for another train to exit the depot there. See, I'm trying not. I'm pretty close right now to not having there be any space. Like this right here should probably be selling some trains, but it's not that bad. The backlog is not that bad at the moment. But let's give it a little bit of music. Let's give it a different view. Let's give it that view. Oh, I wanted the pink line on there though. Oh, I guess it's not going to be on there with the camera cockpit view. It's a pretty well developed area. This is New Orleans, Baton Rouge. 55 minutes. I gotta go to the dentist. Well, an hour and 5 minutes. Oh, let's make it 45 minutes because I gotta get there. We're headed to Shreveport. If you're ever curious as to which part of the map we're on, this is the central United States map, and the destination is right in the center of the screen, down at the bottom. And we are on line 6, the pink. And when we started building this, we got to right here in the first or second video. Oh, this is the jam. Yeah, man, I love this trip, and it's a there and back, really. So, to start off the line, we have a railroad station at an airport, and it makes sense, but in order to really feel what it's all about, we got to get to the other end of the line. And this is like one of the faster, more powerful, multiple units available. I mean the Final Fantasy class trains. There are so many people just fluxing back and forth. Now, what I've done, I think I'm not the only one who's done it, but we had all the cities dump into one city, and you can get well over 10K people in one city doing that. No, I think it was kind of a lockjaw thing. Green Bay. Now this is non-historical. There is no legitimacy to these tracks. But we're headed straight over to Green Bay from Minneapolis. I mean, it's pretty accurate, but it's not 100% on the ball. Since I just made it all up anyway. Everything seems to be growing at a sufficient rate. Pardon me. I got caught on my tongue. And I may, in order to pull it off, have to put down my own industry. So I know I had a goal of like not doing that, but that seems to be putting a little bit too much stress on me. I haven't done it yet, but that's probably going to happen because I started with those 8 cities down there, and getting the rest of the cargo down to that platform is going to probably not be easy. But I'll give it a shot. I'll try. So we just passed Springfield. And this here is Indianapolis. A lot of the tracks are pretty straight, but I mean, even some of the stations are curved. Look at this, man. Nashville, people just waiting to get on. But as you can tell, not many people are getting on. It's because not many people are getting off and the trains are full. Got the tunnel right there. Trying to leave the tracks unobstructed from roads. So if there's a place where they intersect, I either want a bridge, excuse me, or a tunnel. And I think as soon as I see that it's cost effective, there's enough people to merit going to the larger ones. They carry 560 people apiece. So I mean, until the cities grow into that, you'll see less and less of these large crowds of people. Because you start off with a fresh train down there at the loop, right? And then it constantly is picking up people, probably more people than it's dropping off. And then all of a sudden it's full and it keeps going and going and going. And it's not necessarily dropping off people at every place that it stops, so it'll just totally, you know what I'm saying, not pick anybody up there. And then you get a backlog of people waiting to get picked up, and all these trains are driving by. It must be frustrating for them not to have a spot on any of them. But I can't. Eventually, there's kind of like a wave effect where you're always dropping somebody off somewhere, and you're always picking somebody up. Like right there, we picked some people up. We dropped some people off. They're walking away. And there's a lot of intricacies to the landscape. It's not really mountainous, but oh, here we go. Yeah, it's no good, but I think it looks cool. It just shows that the underside of the mountain is not painted at all. It's actually see-through. You can see the sky through the bottom, the underside of the top of the hill, if you get what I mean. Yeah, that bridge definitely needs. There's people walking on it. That's pretty cool. All right, we're heading into Detroit. This is the manufacturing sector of Detroit. And this is, I had an airport here, but it didn't function very well. Moving, I got an area here in Windsor. Windsor ended up being one of the more populated cities on the map. And I'll show you Windsor when we when we're done. Uh, but Windsor is definitely a tiny ass city. I mean, the whole population is probably in a couple of buildings. I don't know about now, but it was. But it had like, our max is like 5K. Had like 3,200 and had more than Detroit. And Detroit is just like so much bigger. But the train station in Detroit is hooked to the manufacturing sector, the yellow sector. So the yellow sector got the boost, but it's directly hooked up for people at other residential sectors to go to work straight off the train. They don't have to hop on a bus or anything. They're working in Detroit. And this used to be the sty of the whole map. Columbus was so run down. So I'm glad for any growth here. That's that's good. And then we did like a U-E, and we're headed back north. Kind of giving you the F view. If you hit F and you hold it down until it doesn't go anymore, you get this kind of view. And I think it demonstrates pretty much, like here's Pittsburgh, goes all the way up the hill to the right. Alright, now we're headed to Buffalo. Again, not looking too shabby. Well, the two, and that sucks because I've already paid for everything. I didn't know my tooth was cracked. I have no idea what you're talking about, really, but I'm gonna let you check it out, and I'll take your word for it. If you say there's nothing wrong, then I, you know, there is pain there, but it must be like manageable pain if you can't see anything. All right, so I feel like 20 minutes, 22 minutes. No, make it a half hour. Okay, so bust out the old alarm clock. Or the timer. Set that for a half hour. headed towards Allentown, so we're south. We just went through Canada. See over here, got hooked up, at the end of the line, so they're going to be less. But any growth here is good. I don't have a problem with that. Here's Philadelphia. I did some trams over here. And like if I was gonna do historical stuff, I would put, airport here, Dulles International Airport. But the way the tracks are and how every city is already connected, you gotta place these more strategically. Richmond, now we're doing the northeast corridor, but it's not just that. We're going all the way down to Florida. So now Raleigh, Riley, Raleigh. You can see the line of people waiting here is pretty thin. So at the other end of the line, the trains are all empty. And like a wave effect, this area and the part of the line where the trains are empty will change, and it will, like a wave effect. That was Charlotte. We're almost there, guys. Almost done. Pretty flat, but it's nice, like seeing the cities just pop up out of the snow like a daisy. So this is Savannah. Savannah and Jacksonville are kind of just interconnected. They've grown into each other. They started growing into each other. And you can see Tallahassee, or is that Atlanta? Probably Atlanta right over there. And this is Jacksonville. Got to work on the traffic. And here's the airport. Pick up and drop off people to go to the airport that have gotten off the airport. And you see I looped this in too, so essentially it is a big ass loop. Made, and then you stop at each city twice, a there and a back. But see, he's only got 20 people on his train right now, man. That's... And the other thing that I'd like to show you is that this is just through Cleveland, like a there and a back stop at the Cleveland station. You know, these people are going to Windsor, but that's where they're really going. And I just literally just put, like I said, 20 more trains on that line. And honestly, I think it can hold 124. Let's make sure that's right. Got one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Oh man, I went the wrong way here. Alright, I'll do 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So 126 trains. That'll put one at each station and then one on each side of the tracks in between. I'll put two at each station. My fault. Not including the airports, so there's a little bit of breathing room. And yeah, they do kind of level out because you gotta pick the people up at each spot there. And that causes a delay or a waiting period, and it straightens itself out. So this is the way the airports work. 38 goes from Baton Rouge West to Jacksonville South. And Jacksonville South and Baton Rouge West both go point to point to Cleveland sidings. And it works. It's not tremendous amount of income. I'm not even sure if I'm making money right now with that. I was making money with that. Yeah, we're making money with that. Two of them anyway. So, 39's not making any money. 65, that's right. I know about 39. I know about 42. Those are experiments. 30 lines. That's St. Louis. 30 buses in St. Louis. And you see how everything else is at like 4 and 2 and all that. Very highly experimental. Alright, now what I'm really kind of hoping, and I might throw some buses and trams over here to make it work, is for the whole East Coast to blossom. You would say it's blossomed, but no way, dude. I mean, 1,600 people, that's nothing. Alright. All these could use a boost. Oh yeah, and I made this line 41 Got two trains on that one, two of the big ones. Look at the big ones. The big ones! Going from Detroit to St. Louis. I think because, look at how nice these trains look. Come on now, Butterfingers. Right. You got these cars right here that are very nice looking indeed. Deluxe first class wagon. So you got first class wagons on the long one. I think those bring in quite a bit more money too. See, at any given time there should be anywhere from 3 to 4 trains in between each city, or at a city, you know, between dot and dot. You get what I'm trying to say? Good. Anyway, that's pretty cool, I think. We just started industry today. See this one right here, I don't have much hope for mobile the way things are going, because you open it up, wow, that's not too bad with the food. 2%, 9%. See, if I get those 5 trucks per item going in every city, those numbers will skyrocket. But let's look at New Orleans. Yeah, see, that needs help dramatically. 37,100 people, 3,700 people. All right. So I know what I need to do. Try to bolster up the East Coast as much as I can. I just don't know how I'm going to do that. Is it going to be connect to connect? Should I try that? Should I try doing... Alright, before I add any money, I might even sell some trains to make this happen. Do a point-to-point with a large train, just one. There's a lot of point-to-point action going on here, but it's not... The capacity of the train is not just for that. It's for all these cities. I know what I gotta do. We're gonna leave the airports out of the point-to-point. So what I'm saying is, we'll start at the other end. Even though, oh man, I don't know if this is gonna fly though. I might have to sell some blue first. You know, sell some trains. So know what, we're gonna save it at point to point. So that's 70. Go here, here, all the way down to the bottom. Get the long one by 70. Alright, let's give this a shot. Yes, we got one on the line. And then let me look. 12 minutes. '70 is already bumping. That's great. So this is functional at this rate. Let me look. 38%, that's better. Alright, there's our horse right there. Okay, yeah, we gotta sell some fucking trains. Holy cow. You can't just wait like that, dude. You need to get in there. Alright, we need to sell some trains. Look at this backlog. Alright, well, we figured it out. We need to sell some trains, because this dude is just chilling here waiting. Alright, here we go. We're in... Oh, I know how we can fix this. Okay, it's not working anymore. Or maybe, see, this it's all going to Baton Rouge. So 70 to Baton Rouge is not good, but is 70? That's not good either. All right, the point to point will no work. That's too bad. We could make lines like that, but they'd have to be on different lines. But I'm thinking if we could make somewhat of a grid, like Shreveport to, well, wait, I don't know. I don't know at this point. I'm trying to create stuff out of thin air because this is pretty good. And considering I started my industry at 2040 or so, I think this is pretty good money. I mean, it's just one line. And we're working our way up there, man. We are doing it. What to do though. Like Jacksonville, Atlanta, Nashville, St. Louis, Des Moines, maybe Minneapolis should all be on the same page. Since I am going to load this P2P, we're going to load that. I am going to upgrade these to large and see what happens. Huh? Oh. Why did I gain money? Oh, I think it said you have to pay. My bad. That's right. I have to pay $1 billion to upgrade these monstrosities. See that rate? I don't know if we can match that. Probably grow into it, but match it? No way. Seeing as all these trains upgrade, man, these stacks just disappear. Look at that. Look at that! That is so cool! Oh my god, look at all these people. Alright, I'm gonna look at the clock here. Alright, we're done for the day, man. Thanks for watching. I've had a great time. And we'll pick up where we left off when I come back from the dentist. Looks like we might be able to handle this, actually. That would be really cool. Because you got those first class tickets they gotta pay for. Brilliant! Oh, are we already done upgrading now? Yeah, we must be. No, there was a huge dip. That must have been... Oh, that was end of year. Holy cow, that was not a big dip. Oh, so cool. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I know it looks kind of shoddy right now, but we are going to clean it up. It's got to be one of the things that we do here is clean this up. We're going to find out how we can push more growth out of these cities here. This is, it's only got one line in it, so we got a lot of options. But it's got 4,787 people. 30%, 39%, 40% of this city is using transportation. So we're going to increase that. I don't know exactly what we're going to do, but we're going to do it. We're probably going to have surrounding cities that aren't already connected to this city, connect to this city somehow. All right. Well, thank you. And I got to get out of here. Peace out.